In this video, we'll see what are Excel tables. Now, what I'm going to do is to transform this database containing transactions into a table, and then we can see the difference. So for this, I'm going to insert, and on the tables ribbon mini tab you have the table button. When I click it, you see that Excel already recognize the rows and the columns, just like pivot table. When you are in a cell from all of these rows and columns, and I can also check my table has headers, because in our range it's true that we have headers, but when you don't have headers you can uncheck. For now I will click OK, and you will see that immediately the table changed the color and we have those banded rows. Now I just want to see let's say the biggest difference between table and basic informations from a sheet. The main difference is that a table, it's easy to work in terms of reference, because as you can see here on the design tab, because you have the possibility to work on the design tab when you create a table, and on the properties we can give it a name. Let's say cells, and now each time when I want to make a formula or to refer in a pivot table or such cases, I can use the cells in terms instead of select the reference or the cell. So for now, the first step is that we can give a name to our table. Then another very important point is that if you have formulas, let's add a column here just for test. Excel already give it column 1 name, and let's make a formula, a random formula, equal left, let's say salesperson, and we want 3 characters. Oops, I put here a semicolon, and as you can see, when I hit enter, Excel already calculate the formulas for the other rows. This is a great feature of Excel in terms of tables. So it can be easier to complete, and can be very fast when you work with different formulas. Now, if you add a new row or column to your if you want to add new informations, I will copy from second sheet all of the transactions, and I will add them here by Ctrl+V, and as you can see, Excel already include them in my table, which is great. So you don't need to select again and increase the rows or the columns for your reference. You just add below or near, and the table will be automatically updated. So a table, it's a great feature when you want to group data together in Excel. So it's very important to learn this difference, because a table can give you many advantages comparing with a basic style of let's say tables with information that you use till now. Also, when you want to create a pivot table from a table, it's more easy to update it because you don't need to reselect or change the source. It's just a matter of refresh and the pivot table will be automatically updated. So tables make it easier to work with data in Excel, and let's see exactly how to create a pivot table on a table. So I'm going to insert a pivot table, and as you can see, now we don't have on the table range, we don't have A1 till age 17 or something like this. We just have sales, and that's all. If I click OK, I can start playing with the pivot table options just by. And now if I want to update, let's say that I will add a new row. I will copy one of them, and then I will change the city and the country just to test. Let's say USA, and we have Los Angeles, and here let's say 900, and it's David. Now, as you can see, we have a total sales of 6674, and here on our pivot table it's 5774. And now if I right click on the pivot table and refresh, you will see, sorry, here, let's check the table. I'm going to design, and if I go to resize, okay, because we have some duplicate, we will only select by manually method this time, just to check the updated version of pivot table. So now if I right click and select refresh, you see that the grand total increase. So due to some duplicate, the table wasn't able to see a new row, but in the first step, when we copy this transaction, as you can see, there was no issue. So it's easy to update. In case if you will find this issue, it's easy to update by going to design and resize and select the new dimensions.